keep exploring.
Okay, hey everybody, you know I love roadside attractions, right? Well, I spotted this building on the side of the road. We are in Sargent, Georgia, between Noonan and Whitesburg, and I saw this cool building. It's listed for sale. Thought we'd stop by. Let's take a quick look around it. Don't really know much about it other than it used to be sort of an antique junk store, you could say. I did notice across the street we are at a train crossing. So I don't know whether this used to be a little, you know, train stop town.
A little more research reveals the town of Sargent, along with nearby Arnco, were industrial, rich in the textile business. Mills first opened in Sargent and nearby Arnco in 1886. Simple and very unadorned homes were typical of mill villages of this era. This old image reveals what the interior of a textile mill would have looked like between the 1860s and the early 1900s. Many of the workers were widows of Confederate veterans. Also, children as young as 5 years old were allowed to work in these factories. The railroad, of course, running through the town of Sargent was very important because it would transport these products that were made at the mills. Things like novelty yarns from the Arnell mills and also warm cotton blankets were shipped out of this part of the Central Georgia Rail Line. This rail line ran from Griffin to Chattanooga, Tennessee.
At first I thought this was a depot, and then the sign says that it was a gin, a tin gin. And I looked that up on the internet. It's on the market for sale. It's got one of those lockbox things that the real estate agents use. I looked it up, and it indeed was an old shop. So if you're looking for a place to put in a little antique store, this might be interesting. Let's just take a quick look around. And whether it was an old cotton gin, never really heard of tin in a gin, but there's a lot of tin. The whole building's tin. So maybe it was a cotton gin, and because it's made of tin, it was then called the tin gin. I don't know. Not sure. There's a little trash out here. Really cool door. I'm gonna be super careful because Mark is not with me right at the moment. He is at a disc golf event, which I'm gonna take you there too. But I wanted to show you this cool store. It does seem to have some sort of ventilation still going. I'm out here by myself, but it's daytime. I think I'll be okay. This clearly would have been some type of a loading area. And it's listed by Lindsay Real Estate Agency, so if this is something you're interested in, it looks like it comes on just less than an acre. Let me show you the front of this really cool building. Old tin gin. Those old Marlboro signs up there. Now, I have to tell you, when I first saw this building on the side of the road, I thought it was a railroad depot. But it is some sort of old gin, cotton gin or something. Just thought y'all might be interested in seeing this old building. Got a little old brick building on this side. Looks like a water well over there. Like I said, I don't want to go too far I'm sure it's private property since it's listed for sale. Just thought I'd take a little quick look through. It does have security lights. I don't know if it has security cameras. The old tin gin. There's some tin about to fall off on my head. Make sure that doesn't happen. But when I first saw it, and then I saw that it was for sale, first thing that came to mind to me for this property would be a brewery. Wouldn't that be a cool place to have a brewery? Got Pepsi signs, Coke signs, florist signs. Got some big vents up on the roof. Really neat old door there. Some sort of a loading area, obviously. Not much online as far as the history of this building or even this little town of Sargent. I think it listed it as having a population of like 500 people. So it's a super small town in Georgia. It does have that old stone building there. Don't know what that was. Don't know what that other building down there, that looks more like a mercantile.
Some research revealed that a mill of the Wilcoxon Manufacturing Company burned to the ground in 1906 from a fire. A stone foundation still exists, which makes me want to go find that. So keep watching for that. Coming up, adventure.
Building down this way, I don't know if you can see that building, and then there's this old stone relic, and here's the back side of the old tin gin in Sargent, Georgia. Just sort of a roadside attraction. Thought y'all might get a kick out of seeing it. Maybe I'll tie this into some video about other little roadside things. You know we love to pull over when we see something cool. It indeed is made of tin. The old tin gin. If we find out anything about it, we will let you know. There's some very old bricks still on the ground. Don't know the details there. The tin gin.
If you like this kind of video, be sure to tune in for part 2. Where will we go next? An abandoned jail? Go ahead, like and subscribe so we can keep bringing more of these histories and mysteries to you. Thanks so much also for our supporters. Beaconberry Farms, Lula, Mercantile and Vintage Shop, Jim and Marilyn Greer, the President Theater, the Ritz Theater, WQEE 99 FM out of Noonan, Will Amrich, and of course our pals up in Cleveland, Georgia at Gabby's Cabins.